Good morning, my friends. I want to remind you today that the most precious gift we have is right in front of us. It's this moment. Too often we get caught up in what happened yesterday or what might happen tomorrow. And in the process, we forget the power that lies in living in the present. Embrace the now. Whatever you're facing today, whatever challenges or triumphs are unfolding right in front of you, embrace them fully. Don't let your mind drift back to the mistakes of the past or worry about what could happen tomorrow. I'm here to tell you that today is where your power is. Today is where you can make a difference. It's where you can take action and experience growth. Today is your day to live fully. When you think about it, the only moment that is truly ours is the one we are living right now. All of us have a tendency to look back at the past, reliving moments we can't change, or we look forward to the future, imagining what could be. But, my friends, the present moment is where everything happens. It's where we can take action, where we can feel alive, and where we experience the reality of God's blessings. Embracing the now means letting go of the distractions that pull us away from the present. It's about choosing to be fully present in whatever we're doing, whether that's spending time with loved ones, working, or simply enjoying a quiet moment. Too often we rush through life, checking things off our to-do list, but we forget to experience life in its fullness. We think about the next thing, the next goal, the next phase. But there is no next if we don't first embrace where we are right now. When you live in the now, you take control of your thoughts and energy. You stop worrying about what's behind you or what lies ahead. You stop allowing your mind to be consumed by regret or anxiety. In this moment, you realize that you have the power to shape your response, your attitude, and your outlook. The present is the only time that you can act, that you can make a decision, that you can create change. This is where your power lies. In this moment, you are free to make the most of what you have. You may not be where you want to be in every area of your life, but by embracing today, you open yourself up to new possibilities. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and realize that the perfect moment is right in front of you. It's easy to get stuck in the past, holding on to past mistakes or regrets. But the past is gone. We can't change it. And the future is full of unknowns, possibilities that haven't yet unfolded. But today, right now, is where you can step into the fullness of who you're meant to be. When you embrace the now, you make peace with where you are. You allow yourself to grow and experience joy in the moment. You'll find that when you truly embrace the present, the weight of the past and the uncertainty of the future no longer have the power to define you. You become free, lighthearted, and full of purpose because you're not bound by what you did or what might happen. You're focused on the beauty and opportunity of the now. This is where transformation happens. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces we have in life, and it's a force that is available to us in every single moment. It's easy to be grateful when everything is going well, but the true power of gratitude lies in its ability to transform the ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. When we live in the present, we have the chance to appreciate the countless blessings that we often take for granted. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's a mindset, a choice. It's about shifting our focus from what we don't have to what we do have. It's about recognizing that even in the smallest moments, there is something to be thankful for. Perhaps it's the warmth of the sun on your face, the laughter of a loved one, the comfort of a home, or the opportunity to be alive today. When you make the choice to focus on these moments, your perspective changes. You begin to see your life as a gift rather than a struggle. Gratitude in the moment is about noticing the beauty around you and acknowledging it. It's about not waiting for the perfect circumstances to feel thankful, but choosing to appreciate what you have right now, exactly as it is. It's easy to think that happiness and fulfillment come from achieving some future goal, but the truth is, happiness begins with gratitude for today. When you give thanks for the present, you begin to attract more things to be thankful for. Gratitude is like a magnet. it pulls more blessings into your life. Living in the moment with gratitude means choosing to focus on the good, even when things aren't perfect. It's about training your mind to see the positive instead of dwelling on the negative. When you practice gratitude, you begin to realize that there's always something to be thankful for, no matter how small it might seem. Whether it's the gift of health, the beauty of nature, or the love of friends and family, gratitude brings clarity to our hearts. It reminds us that we are never without hope, never without a reason to smile, and never without something to celebrate. Gratitude also connects us to the present moment, because when we express thanks, we acknowledge that right here, right now is enough. We stop searching for something more or waiting for circumstances to change before we can be thankful. Instead, we realize that everything we need to be happy, content, and fulfilled is already present in this moment. Gratitude helps us see the richness of life, not in what we don't have, but in what we already possess. When we practice gratitude in the moment, we stop rushing through life, always chasing the next thing. Instead, we slow down and take time to appreciate the beauty that is already here. It is in this appreciation that we experience true peace. Gratitude grounds us in the present, reminding us that the moment we're in is precious and worthy of celebration. It brings us out of the future and the past and pulls us into the wonder of the now. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, distracted, and constantly on the move. We often find ourselves going through the motions, but not truly experiencing what's happening in the moment. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present, of paying attention to the here and now without judgment. It is the art of noticing, truly noticing the details of life that often pass us by when our minds are elsewhere. When we practice mindfulness, we shift our focus from the chaos of external circumstances to the quiet and stillness within. It's about bringing ourselves back to the present, slowing down, and allowing ourselves to be fully engaged in whatever we are doing, whether it's savoring a meal, listening to a friend, or simply taking a breath. Mindfulness helps us experience life more deeply, with greater awareness and appreciation. Mindfulness is the gateway to peace. It's hard to find peace when your mind is racing or when you're constantly dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, but when you embrace the present moment, when you stop and fully experience where you are, you create a space for inner peace to flow. The present is where you can connect with God's presence, with your true self, and with the peace that transcends all understanding. Mindfulness helps quiet the noise of the world, allowing you to hear the still, small voice that leads you towards calm, contentment, and clarity. Peace is not something we can chase. It's something we cultivate in the present. When we focus on the now, we let go of the constant mental chatter that pulls us in 100 different directions. We stop trying to control what we can't change and instead focus on the things we can: our thoughts, our reactions, our choices. By being mindful, we allow ourselves to surrender to the moment, trusting that it is enough, that we are enough. Mindfulness also helps us become more in tune with our emotions and our body. Often we rush through life without paying attention to how we're really feeling. We push through stress, anxiety, or discomfort without taking a moment to check in with ourselves. But when we practice mindfulness, we learn to listen to both our bodies and our hearts. This awareness brings us the ability to respond with calmness instead of reacting out of stress or fear. It allows us to be present with our emotions, acknowledging them without judgment and letting them pass naturally rather than being overwhelmed by them. Through mindfulness, we are able to find peace in the simplest of moments. We don't need to wait for everything to be perfect or for all circumstances to line up to experience tranquility. The beauty of mindfulness is that it allows us to find peace in the midst of daily life, no matter how chaotic it may seem. When we are truly present, we are able to let go of the need for control and simply trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Mindfulness is about surrendering to the flow of life and accepting that peace is already within us. It's just waiting to be noticed. As we bring mindfulness into our lives, we begin to realize that peace isn't something distant or unattainable. It's something we can access in every moment, in every breath. We don't have to wait for the right conditions to feel at peace. We simply have to choose to be present. When we do, we open ourselves up to a profound sense of calm and connection that can transform our everyday experiences. Regret and fear are two of the most powerful forces that can hold us back in life. They keep us tethered to the past and make us afraid of stepping into the future. Regret makes us look back, wishing we had done things differently, replaying every decision we made and feeling like we missed out on something that could have been better. Fear, on the other hand, looks ahead, creating doubts, worries, and anxiety about what might happen or what we might lose. But both regret and fear keep us from truly living in the present, from fully embracing the opportunities we have right now. Let's talk about regret for a moment. How many of us have looked back on our lives wishing we could change something? Maybe it was a decision we made, a word we said, or an opportunity we missed. The pain of regret can be paralyzing. It makes us feel like we're not good enough, like we've made irreversible mistakes. But here's the truth. Regret is a weight that only exists in the past, and the past is gone. We can't undo it. We can't change it. But what we can do is decide not to let it define us. Every experience, every mistake, every setback has shaped us into who we are today. Instead of living in the past, we need to learn from it, grow from it, and then release it. Let go of the weight of regret and step into the present moment, where you are free to move forward. Now, let's turn our attention to fear. Fear has a way of making the future seem like an intimidating, uncertain place. It tells us that we're not capable, that we're not prepared, or that something bad is waiting just around the corner. Fear paralyzes us, keeps us from taking risks, and holds us back from stepping into the fullness of life. We become so consumed with what could go wrong that we forget to consider what could go right. Fear tricks us into thinking that we are unworthy of success, love, or happiness. But that's a lie. Fear thrives on uncertainty. But the truth is that we don't need to have all the answers to move forward. We just need the courage to take the next step, right here and right now. To overcome regret and fear, we have to make a choice to stop letting the past and the future dictate how we live today. When we're free from the grip of regret and fear, we can embrace the present with confidence. We can take the lessons of the past and use them to build a better future. And we can face the unknown with faith, knowing that God has already equipped us with everything we need for the journey ahead. Fear may come knocking, but it doesn't have to control us. Regret may whisper in our ear, but we don't have to listen. We have the power to choose peace over anxiety, courage over hesitation, and hope over despair. The key to overcoming regret and fear is to remind ourselves that we are not defined by our past mistakes or our future uncertainties. We are defined by who we are in the present moment. We are defined by the choices we make today. And if we choose to focus on the present, if we choose to release regret and rise above fear, we open ourselves up to a future full of possibilities. The moment we stop looking back and stop worrying about what's ahead is the moment we can truly step into the life we were meant to live. The present moment is more than just a fleeting point in time. It is where our true power lies. Often we think that our power comes from what we have in the past or what we expect to achieve in the future. But the truth is, everything we need to create, to heal, and to transform is right here, right now. The present is not something to passively wait through. It is something to actively embrace and use to shape our future. So many of us spend our lives caught between the regrets of yesterday and the anxieties about tomorrow, never truly experiencing the fullness of what's available to us in the present. But the present is all we ever truly have. Right now is where we can make decisions that impact our lives. Right now is where we can choose our thoughts, our attitudes, and our actions. The power of the present lies in its ability to give us the ability to choose how we respond to life, no matter the circumstances. When we live in the present, we can begin to see that today holds the seeds for tomorrow's success. It's easy to get caught up in worrying about the future, trying to control things we can't even predict. But the truth is, The future is built upon the choices we make right now. The way you live today determines the life you will live tomorrow. The way you spend your time today, the way you treat people today, the way you pursue your goals today, all of it shapes the future that is waiting for you. The power of the present also means that we have the ability to change right now. If there's something you don't like about your life, your attitude, your habits, your perspective, you don't have to wait for a perfect time or a new year to make a change. You have the power to decide right now to take a different path. The present moment is a place of transformation. It's where new habits are formed, where new mindsets are cultivated, and where breakthroughs happen. When you choose to live in the now, you tap into an incredible source of power that allows you to transform your life. The present also holds the power to bring peace. We can't change the past and we can't control the future, but we can find peace in the present. Peace isn't something that exists somewhere else. It's not found in the perfect set of circumstances or in some far-off dream. Peace is found in choosing to be still, to be present, and to trust that this moment is enough. When we release the pressure of what's to come and let go of the weight of what's already happened, we allow ourselves to experience the tranquility of the now. Living in the present is about embracing the opportunity that exists today, this very moment. We often think that the power to change our lives is out of our hands, that we must wait for some external circumstance or event. But the truth is, everything you need to make a difference in your life is in this moment. Whether it's taking a step toward a goal, showing kindness to someone, or simply choosing to be grateful, the present is the place where you can make it happen. Today is where your destiny unfolds. Today is where you have the chance to live with intention, to live with purpose, and to take action. So my friends, I want you to know this: the present is your greatest gift. It is where your potential resides, where your power is found, and where your future is shaped. The power of the present isn't about waiting for the perfect time or for everything to fall into place. It's about recognizing that the time is now, the moment is here, and you have the power to create the life you desire, starting with this very moment. In conclusion, my friends, we have been given a remarkable gift, the gift of the present moment. When we embrace the now, we stop dwelling on the past or fearing the future, and we step into the fullness of life that's available to us right here and right now. Through gratitude, we unlock the joy and peace that surrounds us daily. With mindfulness, we experience each moment with greater clarity, calm, and awareness. By overcoming regret and fear, we free ourselves to live boldly and confidently, not poised in the choices we make today. The present moment holds the key to transformation, growth, and peace. When we recognize that this moment is all we truly have, we tap into the incredible potential that lies within us. So let us choose to live in the present with intention, purpose, and gratitude, knowing that today shapes the future we desire.